Yo, we have another video, and this time it's about Meghan Markle and Harry. Meghan splits from Netflix. What a surprise! Anyone surprised about that? Comment down below, because I'm not. Netflix were not happy with Meghan Markle as ever after brand before their split. The Duchess of Sussex jam and flower sprinkles business just didn't fit, and their customers showed no appetite for it, a Los Angeles insider claimed. You think so? Really? It's like they're trying to force something into existence that wasn't really doing well and pretending it was doing well. Netflix source told the Daily Mail that has been some consternation at the HQ in Sunset Boulevard over claims Meghan felt they had been too cautious with her Ever After brand and had held her back. It came as I just think that they didn't want to invest too much money into something they knew wasn't gonna do well, and they said, give us some more money." It came after as another expert claimed that the end of an Ever After Netflix partnership is the kiss of death for her future brand deals with big businesses. Damn. Netflix were not happy, the Daily Mail insider said. You know what's really weird? Meghan and Harry is the way they tried to make a success for themselves outside of the royal family, but they just can't exist without having some sort of symbiotic link with the royals. That's how bad it's become. It's like they had to use them, the royal family, to promote their Netflix ventures because nobody really cares much about them other than the fact that they are somewhat linked to the royals. That's really it. They're kind of boring. And I remember the time when they kind of used Oprah to say that the royal family was racist. You know what I mean? Come on. And then that never turned out too well. It turned out that it was some sort of misunderstanding. They never really said what they said, and it was bad in the way that Oprah started to distance herself from Meghan and Harry because she started to feel like she was used to give them a platform to spew their nonsense, only for them to backtrack on it. But it was an attempt to get headlines, get people interested in them, and it backfired on them royally because they made a lot of enemies within Hollywood. The people that they were friends with started to look at them like, you're using us for clicks and for headlines. And that's what it was, really. They were using people that they knew to get out there. And they thought this Netflix documentary series would be a big headliner grabber for them. Viewership would go up. And really, it was boring. I'll be honest with you, it was boring. I remember the time when they said they were chased through New York. And people, then I think the mayor was like, New York? You know how traffic back New York is? You can barely go from school home to school without going through traffic. So to sit down there to say there was like a chase going through the New York, it was crazy. There was no big chase. They just made a big something over nothing, just to grab headlines. And that's the case with them. And then you got this. They had their own little TV show that was boring as well. They were trying their best with them, and you know, it was like, I think it was a year ago. They were trying to say that the partnership wasn't really going too well, but they were trying to give them another chance. And then this flopped as well. This whole lifestyle brand, it flopped. Nobody's interested. And Netflix is like, we've burnt enough cash on you. It's kind of like the Joker. Have you seen the Batman, The Dark Knight, when the Joker's just burning cash? That's what Netflix was doing. And you just had like Harry and Meghan just sitting at the top. They're throwing cash at them, and like, this isn't working. It just isn't working. And they're not even that. The royal family right now, they're not that popular with Andrew. What's going on, you know, all the stuff about Andrew. They're not doing too well. not the best time to be related to the royal family. The sources claim that Netflix had considered how they could sell as ever products in their 2 new bricks and mortar stores in Philadelphia and Dallas in the US off the back of her TV show with Love with Meghan. Yeah, that flopped. Nobody watched that. But it never happened. They were not happy with the fact that no one really cared about the brand, so when they were looking to create as ever areas in Netflix house, there was no appetite for it, the source claims. It just didn't fit with Squid Games and Stranger Things or Bridgerton like they had hoped. I don't go to watch Netflix to watch Meghan Markle cook and pretend to be all paddy with people. Or Netflix for movies. Netflix has been asked to comment, but on Friday it released a statement that suggests it never planned to be a long-term backer of Meghan's lifestyle company. Previously, sources claimed that Meghan insisted her brand was always intended to be sold exclusively through the official As Ever After website, rather than a physical retail store like Netflix House. But reports from inside Netflix claimed the store space had been on the table, but it never happened because Meghan's TV show failed to be a smash hit. So it flopped. I don't know what to think about this, because it's like, I don't think they're just not that very likable. Meghan's done things, and she's lied about the royal family, and she's kind of put a wedge between the royals and Harry, and I guess you have to pick a side, really. And I don't think things are really that well connected between him and his brother in the first place. They may have been very close when they were young, but as you grow up, you kind of grow apart. And she was the wedge that just separated them completely. And he had to pick a side, and he picked Meghan Markle. And you can't come back into the fold now. It's going to be hard for Harry to get back into the fold. And look, like some of the things he's doing, he's trying to get back into the royal fold. But I feel right now it's way too late. Anyway, like, subscribe, and I'm out.